What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. And today we're playing an Emergent Ultimatum deck, and I love it so freaking much. So yesterday evening I had a little time before I went to bed, and I tried to build an Emergent Ultimatum deck from what I've seen other people do. So yeah, here is my version. But before it is time to emerge, if you're new to the channel or you're just a regular tuning in, we're actually almost there, and our goal at 800. So it would be so much appreciated if you could help me smash that subscribe button down there. Also join the Discord, become part of the community. We're a lot of cool people there. But enough yammering, let's get into the hammering. And I'm so glad that I can be playing a little bit of Magic with you guys, as I am learning so hard right now for exams, writing an essay. So yeah, here is all the Magic that I can be playing. So, time to freaking emerge. I wanted to play an Emerging Ultimatum deck since the longest time, but I never knew how to really do it. And yesterday I said, screw it, I would just try. So, this is the main card in here. I think you already know it. The big boy rhinos coming from everywhere, full of plankton, but here they are to smash your opponent's hopes and dreams. This is a scooper deck. As soon as you play the Emerging Ultimatum, later they will scoop at least one turn later. Trust me, that is my experience with it. So, search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards. So we have a lot of monocolored cards. So, it means it can only be blue, can only be black, can only be green. If it's another Emerging Ultimatum, you can't use it because it has 3 colors. If it's a Binding of the Old Gods, you can't use it because it's 3 colors. And as the Yorion also is multicolored, there's no Yorions in here. But it is a Yorion deck. So, Emergent Ultimatum, you search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. Then an opponent chooses one of those cards. You shuffle that card into your library, but you cast the other 2 for free. Yes, another freaking free casting spell. And you know we love the free casting. Free casting! So, Emergent Ultimatum, pretty sweet card. And as you can cast a lot of degenerate stuff with this, we have a lot of degenerate cards in here. We have a lot of control in here as well, but let's get over all the fun that you can get with the Emergent Ultimatum. The first thing we can get ourselves is a Shark Typhoon. You know this bad boy, good old Shark Typhoon has been here for the longest time. And yeah, it is just so sweet. You put him onto the field, afterwards you cast something else, you're good to go. Other old cards that we have in here that we want to cast with it is the Kiora Best Sea God. And if you know me, you know I'm a Kiora guy. I love this Kraken so much. An 8/8 with freaking hexproof, can't be beaten only by board wipes. Then you tap all non-land permanents your opponents control and they don't untap until their next step, and then you gain control of something of theirs. For free, it's yours. They never get it back unless they have a return target creature to opponent's hand, but who even plays that anymore? And then we have a Seagate Restoration. And this is pretty freaking good. If you have 3 or 4 cards in your hand, you will draw 4 or 5 cards, have no more maximum hand size, and as we're an 80 card deck, that is not even the biggest problem. So, those are the old cards that you want to get with the Emerging Ultimatum. But what are the new cards? Well, we have, where is it? The Vorinclex. And yeah, you put 2 things on the field. So, you put down the Vorinclex and your Tibalt Cosmic Imposter, because if you choose the Valky because it's only monocolored, you can still play the backside, even though it's double colored. That is pretty weird, but that's just how it works. So why not abuse the heck out of it? Yes, get a free Tibalt with a lot of whatchamacallit. You know, the loyalty on it. Exactly. Thank you, person that doesn't exist. Loyalty. So, you put the loyalty counters on it like there's no tomorrow because you have the Vorinclex. Then we have 1 Auron's Epiphany in here because taking a free turn, why not? And you get 2 birdies out of it. So, if you take the Vorinclex, the Arrant, and the Valky, people have a tough choice to make. If they don't want you to have another extra turn, you have the Valky. You have the Vorinclex on the field, and that is just so sweet. And if they want you to take another extra turn, if you have another Emergent Ultimatum, that is just G to the G's, my friend. Also, you could always take the Kiora and the Aurent, and if they let you play the Kiara with the Aurent, you get a Kraken and tap all the non-land permanents in one single scoop. If you take the Vorinclex, the Aurent, and the Kiara, no matter what they do, unless they put away the Kraken, you will always have a Kraken and tap all the non-land permanents in one single freaking scoop. That is just so nice. So the rest of the deck is hardcore, control, and ramp. Let's get over the ramp real quick. We have one midnight clock, because you know me, I love the clock. I love clock. So then we have four freaking cultivates in here to find the lands that we need. And then we have 4 Wolf Willow Havens. You can put this onto a blue land and it will produce blue and green. So those are cards for the ramping, real good. And yeah, the midnight clock against rogues can be good if you played all of your deck and you need it all back. Now you can do it with the midnight clock. You know me, I like to put a midnight clock in wherever I freaking can. What is the rest of the deck hardcore control-y? Well, we have 2 Shadow's Verdict as a board wipe, because yeah, those creatures need to go. And the Shadow's Verdict is just so sweet, I wanted to put it in here, try it out. Then we have the Binding of the Old Gods, also one of my favorite cards from the new set. You can destroy target non-land permanent an opponent controls, then search your library for a forest card, put it onto the battlefield. And yes, 2 or 3 videos ago when I built the first Binding of the Old Gods deck, I didn't realize that those are forests as well. So you can get the triumphs. Those are forests. Pretty freaking good. So these are the 2 big removal spells. Then we have 4 Heartless Act and 2 Eliminates. And those should be enough to take care of the small stuff until you can play the Shadow's Verdict or your Binding of the Old Gods. And yeah, with this deck you will be ramping really quick into your Emerging Ultimatum, so don't you worry about playing it that. Then we have a lot of card draw, with 3 Behold the Multiverse, and this card is just so sweet. You scry 2, you draw 2 cards. So if you're on 4 mana, you can foretell this, still keep your Javari Disruption maybe open, or even your Omen of the Sea, and then you have the Behold the Multiverse to go. And yeah, just a pretty solid card. And it is freaking common. So, if you play a blue deck, always think about if there is a place for the Behold the Multiverse, I can just recommend it very hard. So, then we have 3 Mystical Disputes and 4 Javari Disruption. The Javari Disruption also works as a land, and people always want to smash their small stuff in. Also, if you're going up against a Tybalt's Trickery deck, and you have a Javari Disruption open, pretty freaking sweet feeling. Pretty freaking sweet feeling. Then we have the Mystical Dispute, as I already said, and there you go, there's the cuff for today. So, the Mystical Dispute targets a spell unless its controller pays 3, and if you target something blue, you only pay 1 freaking blue, and that is just so sweet. So, this is a Yorion deck because we want a lot of cards in here. That is the main reason for it. And with the Yorion, you can still flicker some stuff. You can flicker your Emerging Ultimatum. You can flicker your Binding of the Old Gods. You can flicker maybe your Valky if you want something else in there from their hand. Could be good. You can flicker also your Kiara, make another Kraken, and of course you can flicker all of your Omens of the Sea to draw a lot of cards. You could also flicker the Shark Typhoon and the Wolf Willow Haven, but why should you? Why the heck should you? Unless, I don't know, and there is some smart thing to do with that, let me know in the comments. But as far as I'm concerned, no need to flicker those 2. Maybe you can flicker your Vorinclex after you attacked in, just to have him as a blocker on the field. Or if you used all of your Valky, yeah, there we go again. Forgot the word once more. So, if you use all of your Valky points, you can just flicker him in, and he will get in with new Valky points. My brain is so molten, I am learning so much right now, so forgive me for the stupid. So, time to emerge, pretty sweet deck. I hope that I can get some wins in, because these are the only games I will be playing of Magic today, tomorrow, and until Sunday. So, yeah, only the video games, only for you, the people, always here for you, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. So, land-wise, we have 4 beautiful Bob Ross Islands, we have 4 beautiful Bob Ross Swamps, we have 4 beautiful and calm Bob Ross Forests. Then we have 4 Murkwater Clearwater Pathway, we have 4 Dark Bore Slitterbore Pathways, we have 4 Tide Channel Bark Channel Pathways. There is not going a lot of barking on, but hey. Then we have the Cadria Tribe, 4 Zagat Tribe, and 3 Fabled Passage, just to be sure that we find whatever we freaking need. You will never sacrifice the Wolf Willow Haven because you need it for your Emerging Ultimatum, so only do it if you really need, but you can only do it in sorcery speed during your turn, so yeah, not the best. So, what do you want to do? Control the board with the Eliminates, Heartless Acts, maybe even get the Valkyrie out if you're playing against a creature deck, steal one of their tightest creatures for yourself, attack in, and then crush this spirit with the Emergent Ultimatum. And yeah, from playtesting yesterday, 2 or 3 games, trust me, nobody likes the Emerging Ultimatum being cast. They always know something really evil will be happening. So, this is Time to Emerge. I am MtgA Malone, and I will see you in those unfair games. Alrighty, let's get started. The Battle of the Evil Masterminds. We are going first. We don't have a green here, but with the Omen of the Sea, I have a feeling that we could find it. So let's be cheeky. It's the first game. Let's be freaking cheeky. So, the swamp down, and we will be going. Hello, bear. So today I'm the bad boy Bolus. Oh, that is pretty sweet. So, I will be putting down a Triumph. And then next turn, are we playing up against the same deck? Maybe we are. But maybe this is also Rogues. Who knows? The agonizing frickin' remorse. Yep, good start, my friend. A good start. What are you taking care of? The Kiara. Okay. Okay, you do you. In that case, we will be putting the Wolf Willow Haven onto the island. And yeah, next turn we can draw something with the Omen of the Sea. And we have the Mystical Dispute open, so, and if he plays something blue here, we are also pretty good. Alright. Well, for now it's looking not too bad. So, what can we get here? The Valkyrie. Yeah, I would like that in my hand. I would like that very much. So, Valkyrie's looking pretty good here. Putting down another forest. And then I will put the Wolf Willow Haven onto my swamp. And just to make it bigger and stronger. So, we're ramping pretty good. Now all we need is our ultimatum. We will have a look at his hand. Let us see what he has here. He knows our hand, so it's only fair that we know his. And I don't think that he has something for 1 mana that he can use here, so yeah, with the Mazemind Tome activation, that is why he keeps priority. The Cosmos Serpent. Yeah, we will take that for now. And then we will, I mean, we can't be countering the Extinction event anyways. So let's put the Behold the Multiverse in our hand. And sadly, he will be playing the Extinction event here. Bad, but hey. We're up against a mono black deck, so yeah, maybe we keep this for his Ugin. We will see. For now, he's not ramping too good. And if he uses the board wipe on my Valkyrie, I'm fine with that. Before you do that, I do this for 0. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? He's confused. He is freaking confused. Yeah, I would be confused as well if my opponent would be doing that. He doesn't know about the Behold the Multiverse. So how much mana do we have here? Let's get another green, as we have all the blue that we need. So we're on 7 mana. That means if I take the Yorion in my hand now, I still have enough for the Behold the Multiverse, I still have enough for the Mystical Dispute, so yeah. Why shouldn't I? He knows about the Mystical Dispute, so yeah. And he can't be playing the Coma yet now anyways. But the Crawling Barrens, that works. So do I want him to ramp? I honestly don't want him to ramp. But yeah, I need to counter the Cosima. The Coma. The Coma needs to be countered. No way around it. I think he's playing a similar deck. I can see it. But I don't think that he has a counter spell here. Alright. Jwari Disruption may be a little too slow, or is it? I mean, he only knows about the Mystical Dispute. But yeah, having another Mystical Dispute is just as fine. So we found a Triumph here. So that means that if we play a black now here, we can play the Yorion and still not have our Mystical Dispute open. Why did it do it like this? Why, game? Why? Why did you do it like this? So yeah, now he's free to play the Cosima. We can only cycle this, right? Yeah, we can do that later as well. So that was really bad. That was really bad from the game. But we now have the Vorinclex. But I don't think that I want the Vorinclex. I need an answer for the Coma. And we found another freaking land. So he's free to play the Coma now, which is pretty bad. Which is honestly pretty freaking bad. Yeah, I got screwed here by the lands. Oh, I only had 2 blue. That is why. Oh, I screwed myself. Pretty good. Should have played a blue here. But I wasn't that smart. All my brain power has been used for learning. So yeah, here comes the Coma. The Binding of the Old Gods. Okay, what are you binding, my friend? The Yorion. That is pretty good for me. That is indeed pretty freaking good for me. So, we will be cycling here. Can we get something else than a land? We found another freaking land. So many lands. People call me the landlord. And I know that they do. So, we will foretell this. And then we will see what he does. He knows about my Mystical Dispute, so why should he be playing the Coma here? No reason to. And we have no reason to play anything as well, so yeah. I couldn't even have played the Vorinclex before the Binding of the Gods would come out, so no need to do it. So he's on 8 lands now. But we have 2 Mystical Disputes, so that is pretty a-okay to me. Another freaking Cultivate. Yeah, as I said, I need to keep my counter spells for the Coma. But is he playing counter spells? That is the real question here. Now he can be snacking in with the Crawling Barrens. If he makes it a creature, we will check if we can find a kill spell here. Perfect. Just as I asked for. And the Emerging Ultimatum, that is pretty freaking sweet. That is indeed pretty sweet. So, he's on 10. That means that he can be playing the Coma, even if I have the Mystical Dispute. But with the Emerging Ultimatum, we're looking pretty good. So, let's put down the Fabled Passage. Get ourselves another blue, just in case, just in freaking case, that we need to counter something. So, what are we getting ourselves? That is always the question. So we get, of course, another turn. We get the Valky because we can turn the flip side. And we get ourselves... the Vorinclex. So, if he doesn't want us to take another turn, we're looking good. If he doesn't want us to have the Vorinclex, we're looking pretty good. So whatever he chooses here, we're looking pretty good. I like it. Emerging ultimatum, baby. Yes, let's emerge into the win con. Very freaking sweet. Very freaking sweet. So yeah, this can get oh, he doesn't want us to have... Okay. Okay. So we have the Vorinclex now. We have the Tybalt. Could have done it the other way around. I don't know why he did it like this, but that is okay. So we exile the top card here. We stole his Ashiok. That is pretty freaking sweet. So we still keep the Mystical Dispute mana open. And I could have attacked in, but I'm stupid. I'm just a stupid. I was so excited about the Tybalt. The Bloodchief's freaking thirst. Yeah, we still have his Ashiok. That is not a problem. We still have the Ashiok. What does he have in exile? Well, those two cards. But we still have the freaking Ashiok. So yeah, that is pretty a-okay to me. Another Bloodchief's thirst. Well, good thing we have the Mystical Dispute here. And now he has nothing. Nothing, I tell you. So, we have 8 mana, so let's play the Ashiok here. And, yeah. Only opponents. So that is only the Maze Mind Tome. So let's create a boy here. Now we still have 5 mana. But that is still a-okay to me. Next turn we will be starting to attack in with the nightmares, and then we will steal a lot of stuff. So maybe taking another turn wouldn't have been so bad for you, my friend. If we would lose in the end because we lose one Vorinclex here, I would be very freaking sad. But if he plays, he has a Vorinclex himself. I repeat, he has a freaking Vorinclex himself. Yeah, we can destroy that with the Binding of the Old God. Ah, we can't. We can't. I repeat, we can't. But if he wants to do anything here, we can he doesn't want to do anything here. And he surrenders! Sweet! Emerging! Ultimatum! Gave him too much trouble! I was thinking about what I could have been doing. As I said, all the learning fried my brain, but I'm still winning. Sweet! So the first game went pretty freaking well. I got to admit, pretty freaking well. And I love when the first game goes well. It's just the best feeling. As I can't be playing too much, I really freaking love it. The opponent goes first again. But we have the Midnight Clock. We have the Emerging Ultimatum in hand. So yeah, let's play the Trime and then have our Heartless Act open. Looks pretty sweet to me. And we're up against a creature deck, it seems. Or a Tybalt's Trickery deck. If this is a Tybalt's Trickery deck, I would be so mad, because who even plays the Temple of Abandon anymore unless those annoying Tybalt's Trickery decks? He's not. He is not a Tybalt's Trickery deck. Perfect. So, do I want to keep my... Well, it will be a long time until we can play this, so yeah, let's keep it where it is. Here comes the Bone Crusher to the face. Crush to the face, and you're to blame. You giving me a good game. Yep, there it is, just as I freaking thought. Just as I freaking thought. So he puts down the Bone Crusher here. Are we Heartless acting that bad boy? I think we are. I don't want to take too much damage, and 4 is already enough. Alright, the Clearwater Pathway, pretty good. We can be playing our clock here. We're still looking for some green. But if we find one more green, we're good. Because then we can be playing the Vorinclex as soon as we find another green. Of course, he has a Questing Beast on frickin' curve. Yeah, as I said, Gruul, just so good. We can't find any frickin' green. That is pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's put down another black. And next turn at least we can be playing the Aurons because of the Midnight Clock. And yeah, let's get the Yorion into our hand. So at least we got that going for us. At least we got that going for us. But right now we still need 2 freaking green. 2 green in a row. And he has the Amber Cleave. Of course, he has the Amber Cleave. Yeah. This game was just the perfect draw for our opponent. I got to admit, it was just freaking perfect. So let's play the Epiphany here. And then worst case, we can still be playing the Heartless Act. Okay, well at least we found kind of a green here. At least we got that going for us. So here comes 1 green. But we're still missing some more green. So how much mana do we have? We have 7. So I can put down the Yorion. Just in case he has the dragon. And we still have the Heartless Act. So unless he has a Bone Crusher Giant here... And I can attack him with one of those ravens. Unless he has another Bone Crusher Giant, we're looking pretty good here. But now it is the battle. If he can find the Bone Crusher Giant in any of his turns, we are screwed. The Akroan frickin' War. What are you stealing, my friend? Of course the Yorion. Well, in that case, I will still take down the Questing Beast. Yeah, now I wish I had the Vorinclex on the field, but I don't. Repeat, don't have the Vorinclex. So all we can do now is draw green. We didn't find it. Did not find a freaking green. So yeah, he will be putting... Oh man, this looks bad. The Akroan War really screwed us here, because he can put the Amber Cleave onto the Yorion, and if I play the Vorinclex, he will never lose the Akroan War. So is there anything we can do? Well, we can draw a lot of cards. Let's try to do that. Oh, now we found the green after so much trouble. But we're dead anyways. We're just dead to the Yorion here. Because he would put the Amber Cleave on the Yorion, and then we're dead. So there were so many cards, and he even has another freaking Questing Beast. Didn't even have to put it on there. Yep, GG my friend. G freaking G. No chance in hell we could have won that. And nothing to be done. So as you have seen in my draws at the end, there was a lot of possibilities to get into Greenland. But we didn't find it. We did not find any of the ways to get into Greenland. We are going first. I like to see that. I freaking like to see that. And now at least we have green in our hand. So yeah, pretty good. And we have the Omen of the Sea. We have the Behold the Multiverse. So we're looking pretty a-okay. And we're up against an aggressive deck. So let's keep the Javari Disruption open. Just in case. And the Shadow's Verdict is looking pretty good in this case. Yeah, the Luminarch Aspire and could spiral out of control very quick, so let's not do that. Now we even have a Heartless Act, so that is pretty good. If he plays something here that we need to take care of, we have the Heartless Act. So, what are you playing, my friend? Whatever it is, I have the Heartless Act, so come at me, brah. Come at me, Nero Tulip. And also we have the Shadow's Verdict. Okay, so that is something that I need to take care of immediately. Alright, the Shadow's Verdict also pretty freaking sweet. So now we foretell this. And it is even kind of better than the Omen of the Sea. Because we can draw 2 cards, we can find a land. That would be pretty sweet. So this game we aren't drawing too many lands. The Robber of the Rich. Okay, that is not the biggest problem. Getting in for 2, yeah, that is fine. And now I can behold the Multiverse. The Heartless Act and the Emerging Ultimatum. I mean, we need lands. But I want both of those cards. So let's hope that we can find some lands later, like now. No land. But can we find a land here now? No freaking lands. Come on, game. And now even less lands. Okay. So we scried how many cards? 4? Didn't find no lands? Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about freaking right. So we can take care of something here. Let us see what we can take care of. The Shatterskull Charger. Well, he can return this to his hand, but the Robber of the Rich is kind of annoying here, because now we have so many cards in hand that it will get annoying real quick. Taking 4 here is okay to me. He needs to return it to his hand. And now we found a land. Freaking finally. And I need a green here. So I will foretell the Epiphany. And just in case we find another land here. And keep up my Heartless Act. So if he gets in for 3 here, that is fine with me. And maybe he even plays more creatures, so that the Shadow's Verdict would look even better. Getting the Charger on the field. Oh, another Ardent Electromancer. Yeah, that is fine with me. What do you have? Another Luminarch Aspirant. So we take 4 here, because I really want that Shadow Charger to get eaten real quick, and we have the Shadow's Verdict, so yeah, we're good. Those are all 3 costs. So we take another 4 here, which is pretty annoying. But unless he finds 1 more mana, we're kind of okay. We even found another Heartless Act. So we are kind of okay. I just hope that he doesn't find another mana. Let's just pray for no mana for us, no mana for him. And did he find the mana? He did not find the mana. No, he found a Luminarch Aspirant once more. That is his 3rd freaking one. Okay. Okay, game. So, we will be playing another green here. And now we can play the Epiphany. Or we could play... Well, we can do it later. So, let's just play the Epiphany. Let's get some birdies in the air. Alright, the Epiphany, one of my favorite cards to play. Getting an extra turn, just so sweet. Okay, now we can even be playing the Emerging Ultimatum. Or can we? Yeah, we can if we play this as a blue. But do I want to do that? I think putting down the Vorinclex first looks pretty sweet. Because he can't be attacking it anymore. And the Luminarch Aspirant won't give him any counters. So let's keep back the Vorinclex as a blocker here for now. And yeah, I don't think that he has an answer for it. We just get in with 1 little birdie here. And I think as soon as we're playing the Emerging Ultimatum, that will be a GG. Are you smashing my face? Don't tell me that you're smashing the bird. What are you doing, my friend? The bird did nothing wrong. The bird did nothing freaking wrong. Should have kept it to attack him with the Shatterskull Smasher and then shoot my Vorinclex. That is what I would have done. Yeah, no counters to behold here. No freaking counters to behold. Feels bad for you, doesn't it? So here comes the Emerging Ultimatum. And we will get ourselves some nice stuff. So what are we getting ourselves? I think the Kiara looks pretty good. Tapping down all of his permanents immediately. Also the Seagate Restoration maybe to draw some cards. And the Shark Typhoon also looks pretty freaking tasty. And he just surrenders. As I said, play the Emerging Ultimatum, they will scoop. So, 2-1. Can we make this net positive? I think we can. I think we can. Lord Matty. Are you my brother? Okay, well, this hand looks pretty a-okay. A little bit slow, but we have the Heartless Act, we have the Omen of the Sea, and most important of all, we have already one Emergent Ultimatum in hand. So I'm glad with that. We're up against a super aggressive deck. Okay. That is pretty good. Now we have the Heartless Act open and the Jwari Disruption in the worst case. So we will see what we can do here. He attacks in with the Fervent Champion. Yeah, 1 damage is not the worst. Are you playing anything? The Fireblade Charger. Well, there's more annoying stuff than a Fireblade Charger, so let's put it on the field. The Mystical Dispute, eh? Yeah, I don't honestly see it, and we need some more answers here, so let's dig for some answers. Okay, lands. A kind of an answer, but not the best answer. So if he has his big boy here, the Annex. Yep, we have the Jwari frickin' Disruption. Okay, yeah, we take 2 here, but that is still better than taking a big Annex in the face. That came out wrong. Okay, perfect. So now we play a green here, because we need all the green in the world. We behold the multiverse, and we still have our Heartless Act open. So taking another 2 here is sad, but it is what it is. And if he attacks in with the Faceless Heaven, okay. 2 Annexes in hand, I gotcha. So I need to get rid of the Annex here. Sad, but true. So we will get beaten down by small ones, it seems. Yeah. Alright, so let me do this first. The Wolf Willow Haven. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So next turn we can be playing the Emerging Ultimatum, which is pretty good. So I think I want the Wolf Willow Haven here. And the Mystical Dispute, is it any good here? Is it any freaking good here? Not really. So let's put this here. And next turn, 2, 4, 6, yeah, we're on Emerging Ultimatum mana. So that is pretty a-okay to me. So with the Fabled Passage we need to get ourselves a black or a blue. So he gets in for a lot of damage here. Not too much we can do about that. Oh, what? I didn't know about that interaction. But I think we're looking fine, as all of his choices are pretty bad that he could make here. Okay. So we found ourselves another black. No need to dig it for it with the Fabled Passage now. So now we need to find a really good answer. So the Shadow's Verdict looks pretty good. Of course the Vorinclex always looks good, but not in this case. So where is my... Well, where is my Auron's Epiphany? Here it is. And yeah, not too much we can do here apart from that. So let's get ourselves the Kiara Best the Sea God, because if he wants to get rid of the Shadow's Verdict, which I think he will, we're looking kind of okay, because we take an extra turn, we have some blockers, and we will get into the second mode of the Kiara Best the Sea God immediately. Okay. So we still have a chance here, because we will tap down all of his creatures immediately. So how much mana do we have here? We have enough to play the Yorion as well. Unless, of course, the game taps our mana in the most wrong ways possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have enough. We have enough. Let's get another blue here just to be sure. Now we make ourselves another freaking Kraken. And draw a card. And are we attacking in here? Well, I think we are with these two. I mean, there's not too much he can do here. His creatures will always stay tapped down. And the Binding of the Old Gods is pretty freaking sweet to get rid of whatever he has to offer. So this is looking pretty good, unless he has two freaking Bone Crushers in hand. Which I honestly doubt. I kinda doubt it. So, what is your perfect answer here? Shouldn't have let me take the extra turn. Do you have two more Bone Crushers in hand? Do you, my friend? Do you really? No, you don't. No, you freaking don't. There's nothing to shoot 3 damage to my face here. Yeah, that is GG's. That is just the GG's. I like it very much. Very freaking much. So, what are you contemplating about? So, if whatever he has here, I don't think it is enough. He had another Bone Crusher Giant, but those will get tapped down as well, so yeah, good game. Let's give him... Yes, he didn't even want to take the hit, but here you go, my friend. Smashed by the Kraken. So sweet. So these games went faster than I thought, so let's try one more, just one more. Against Chemico 1. Opponent goes first. Never like to see that. But we have a pretty a-okay hand. Or is it? Well, we have the Valky. We have all the colors we need. So let's try this. I mean, it's the last game. And we're up against aggro red again. Oh, I know this deck. I freaking know this deck. And it is pretty freaking annoying. So this is a Transmogrify into the dragon. So he won't have any cards in hand apart from maybe the dragon. Let's put down a green here. Let's have a look at his hand. And you will see the Transmogrify here. Yeah. He Transmogrifies his creatures. Oh, I found one of his dragons. That is sweet. But we have the Javari Disruption, so we can be... And does he have... No, he does not. Does not have any answers yet. So he will be putting down, yep, the banner here. Yeah, we would take the hit. No need to chill. Okay. So, we can be playing the Clearwater Pathway here. Put the Wolf Willowhaven on the Clearwater Pathway. And now we have the Javari Disruption open. And unless he finds a land here, we can prevent the Transmogrify, which is pretty sweet. Don't find a land. Don't find a land. You didn't find a land. You did not find a land. Sweet. So sweet. So, in 2 turns we have enough mana, hopefully, to turn this... Oh, we now have enough mana. We do now have enough mana. So that is pretty sweet. So we're on 5 here. That is why I will use this autopay, get this bad boy running. And now we are the Goldspan Dragon deck, my friend. Look at me. I am the Goldspan Dragon deck now. So what is this stupid deck getting into the Goldspan Dragon immediately? What the heck? Okay, do you have another? It doesn't look like he has another Transmogrify. So that is pretty sweet. We found the Valky. I don't like that at all. So let's make him scoop here. I think he will scoop now that he sees the emerging ultimatum. I can just feel it. So we got ourselves a Vorinclex, we got ourselves another turn. Where is it? The Auron's Epiphany. and a Shark Typhoon, because we will be playing another Emerging Ultimatum very freaking quick. So, doesn't want us to take the extra turn. I totally understand that. Wouldn't want that as well. Here comes the Vorinclex. We're getting in for 10 now. Yeah, looks pretty sweet to me. So even if he has a dragon here, we still live. And next turn we can be playing the Valky, God of Lies. I mean, the Tybalt Cosmic Imposter. And finish this one off. Here comes the Scoopin', my friends. Here comes the Scoopin'. Yeah, you can make that a 4-4, but that is not enough. Oh. Well, that is still not enough. That is still not enough. A good game, my friend. Good game. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what happens when you become the freaking Goldspan Dragon. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I like it. Alright, those games went pretty freaking well. There can always be something going wrong, but that game against Mono Red, we turned it around with 3 freaking life. That felt so freaking good. I played the Kiora together with the Arund. As I said, getting 2 counters in a single scoop is just, so evil. So evil. Yeah, that wasn't too evil, but as I said, it was just so much fun. And yeah, beating the other guy down with his own Goldspan Dragon, baby, yes, that felt so freaking good. I wish I could put a Goldspan Dragon in every deck, but I can't. And having one was just so nice. It felt so good. Oh, Tybalt, thank you so much. Thank you so much for providing me the service of a Goldspan Dragon. So, if you made it this far, I hope you like what you've seen. Otherwise, what are you still doing here? Why are you watching until the end if you don't like what you're seeing? Crazy. Use your time for something better. I appreciate it very much that you're here watching my video every single day until the end. So, big shout out to you, the viewer, for being here, for making all of this possible. If there weren't anybody watching, I wouldn't still be sitting here babbling to a camera all by myself. No way, Jose. If you didn't already do it, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We're on our big 800 almost, and I think until the end of the month, we can freaking do it. So, join the Discord, become part of the community, all the good stuff. Also, thank you very much for being here with me. It is such a pleasure, taking at least an hour out of my time from learning to play a little bit of Magic with you guys. Very glad, very freaking glad. But now I've got to go back to writing and learning and rendering the video real quick so it will be up today. And yeah, that is all we got time for today. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow!